Hello, RCX MMA here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the recently booked fight between ADRIAN YANEZ and Rob Font. This fight's going to be incredible, man. It'll probably be like a boxing fight in MMA gloves, I would imagine. Both of these men have incredible boxing fundamentals and typically like to throw hands. I think ADRIAN YANEZ might actually be the one to kick a bit more because he's a little bit younger and more new school, and he's probably a bit more well versatile when it comes to kicking, I would imagine. Because if I've see, this is my instant reaction to hearing this. I just woke up and saw it. I haven't had a chance to go back and watch any fights, which I may do. And if I have a difference in opinion, like I did with my Cheeto and Sandhagen fight, that nobody seems to see the redaction video, but everybody sees the original one. And then I get comments being like, "Are you crazy?" But anyways, we got again ADRIAN YANEZ versus Rob Font, dude. Hell of a fight. As soon as I saw ADRIAN YANEZ on the Contender Series, I thought, man, this dude, he could be something. He could be something. If I'm being honest, man. Now, I like Jorge Masvidal. I don't like him too much as of late. He's a little bit annoying. ADRIAN YANEZ is like a cleaner, younger version of Jorge Masvidal, who I think probably takes the sport a little more seriously. He's got crisp boxing, man. Crisp. And when, the finishing sequence on Tony Kelly, fantastic. And yeah, I know it's Tony Kelly. He's not shit. People don't like him because he said dirty Brazilians, but he's not a horrible fighter. It was pretty annoying that he missed weight for that fight, but Yanez fucked him up anyway, so it doesn't matter. ADRIAN YANEZ, yeah, dude, clean hands. And Rob Font's got clean hands too, for that matter. But I think what the main difference here is going to be, A, damage taken. And Rob Font's got that in the fucking bag, bro. He's taken a lot of damage. Mind you, he's hard to finish. But eventually, when you've taken that much damage, it's only a matter of time before someone stops you. And power and speed, power and speed, dude. Yanez has both in that department. I think that Cheeto fight, despite how tough Rob Font is, that Cheeto fight, something like that, where you take that much damage and your face looks like completely unrecognizable. You look like fucking you're one of those people from The Hills Have Eyes. That changes you. Like, it can't not. He got brutalized in that fight. And the crazy thing is he landed like 50 more strikes or significant strikes or whatever. But it's just that his were not significant enough. And I think that that's going to be the main story and like main factor of this fight is what, and everybody shits on Corey. Corey, dude, I say Corey because it's an insider joke between me and my brother. Cody, No Dad Garbrandt. Cody No Dad Garbrandt. Fuck, dude, he gets knocked out everywhere he goes. And like at 125, you could say, oh yeah, it's because of the weight cut. But it's not, dude. It's because of him fucking freaking out like a psycho. And he drops his hands and he starts swinging like a goddamn retard. And then he gets clipped with some shit. He's been knocked out like how many times by how many dudes? The one guy that couldn't knock him out, though. This is where I was going with this anyways. Rob Font. It was a 5-round absolute beatdown. Like, Rob Font beat the living shit out of him. But the thing is you had 5 rounds of piecing up Cody Garbrandt, and you couldn't put him away. Whereas it seems like everybody and their dog puts Cody away in the first or second round. Whereas ADRIAN YANEZ, that boy hits He can hit hard, but he doesn't really need to because it's more of a precision thing. Rob Font's most precise strike is his jab. And while that might bust the nose up, swell eyes up a little bit, it's not enough. Like Cheeto looked like he barely had even been in a fucking fight at the end of his fight with Rob Font. And he got hit with, I don't even know how many jabs. But it seems that Rob Font's power, like his fast twitch muscles, might be a little bit lacking. So, and again, he's taken a lot of damage recently. Whereas Adrian Yanez is pretty fresh. He's had like one war that I can remember, at least since he's been in the UFC. Or a war-like fight where, like, he didn't just wash the dude out. Like, he also got beat up. Bloodied up and all that jazz. Yeah, dude. It's going to be a hell of a fight, but I can't remember if it was a main event of a fight night or what it was. I'm going to double check here. So, because that may play a factor as well. We have not seen Adrian Yanez go 5 rounds. April 8th, the UFC fight night. That could be a main event. See, people are saying, geez, really like Yanez, but Rob's range and jab will finish him. Okay, dude, okay. Okay, dude. That may be a little bit early for Yanez. Man, I think, dude, the guy's good, dude. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm fucking nuts. Can't unsee Yanez getting pieced up by Randy Costa. I'm not remembering that fight. See, this is why it is good to do fucking research before you make a video like this. But who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? The Zohan. Well, that's a fucking stupid nickname, dude. Jesus Christ. What a dumb fuck nickname. I ain't letting this guy change my opinion. Rob Font has a jab. That's about it, He was shown to be susceptible to leg kicks. Cheeto was leg kicking him on a constant basis. Dude, Cheeto didn't even set up those hook kicks. Like, he just threw him. Rob Font got fucking nailed with them. Gotta preface. Rob Font would kick my ass. He's got poor striking defense when it comes to anything that isn't boxing. And I know Adrian Yanez is boxing heavy, but we've seen him throw some good body kicks. We've seen him throw some good leg kicks. And I have a feeling that he's going to be able to mix those in enough to get the job done. And if I had to predict an outcome, besides just deciding on a winner, because I think Yanez actually takes this fight. I think Yanez... whoever said it's too early, they may be correct. It may be a little bit too early, but I think it was a little bit too early for Sean O'Malley to fight Petr Yan, and then we saw what happened. You don't know until you know. And it's too early for everybody until, like, what are they supposed to go up the rankings one by one? Like, Chad Mendez seemed too early for Conor McGregor after fighting Dennis Seaver, or whoever the fuck he fought before that, but look what happened in that fight. You get me? You don't know until you know. So yeah, everybody gets fights that seem too early. And then they do phenomenal things. Like, I'm one of those people that don't even think Sean O'Malley lost that fight. Well, I do, actually. I think the slam in round 1, that's what, when I was watching it the first time live, that was what I thought. I said that I think that slam wins on the round. That was a big fucking slam. And if you've got a bad back, dude, like I do, you know that those slams, that's fucking, it is damaging. You could bulge a disc or whatever the fucking correct term is, I've got 5 of those. from getting hit on my back. That's a story for another time. But it was a fucking dogfight war with Petr Yan and Sean O'Malley, whereas nobody, or at least not a lot of people, expected him to even be competitive with the man. So, you know, you got to give guys chances. And I think ADRIAN YANEZ can beat Rob Font. Maybe ADRIAN YANEZ couldn't beat a Cheeto. Maybe Yanez couldn't beat a Sandhagen or a Sterling or a Sean O'Malley for that matter right now. I think the size might play a factor into that. He's not the biggest bantamweight. I mean, him versus Petr Yan, they're roughly the same size, both smaller bantamweights. I think Petr Yan would probably beat him. But I don't think Rob Font is as good as people think he is. I think he's good at a few things. I think he's very good at a few things. But I don't think he'll ever be champion level. And, you know, like, again, that hook kick that Cheeto threw, he threw no feints, no nothing. And yeah, Cheeto throws a lot of different kicks. So maybe it was just like the surprise factor that got him. But man, there's a large telegraph to that kick. Even if you weren't expecting a hook kick, you'd be expecting a side kick. Get the fuck out of the way, you know what I'm saying? So that's just me. You know, I could be wrong, but I think oh mango. I was going to say Yanez by decision, but I think now the more that I think about that jab, dude, I think he pops Yanez with that jab like fucking 100 times. This is a tough one. I was extremely confident when I started this video, but now I'm not so much. Fuck it, I'm going to do it, dude. If I'm right, I'll look like a genius. I'm going to go ADRIAN YANEZ by decision. Or very late finish due to the recent amount of ridiculous damage that Rob Font's taken. Yeah, ADRIAN YANEZ by decision or very late finish. His hands are a lot cleaner than Cheeto's. Cheeto didn't just hurt Rob Font with his kicks, he hurt him with left hook a couple times too, so yeah. Yep. ADRIAN YANEZ by decision. Anyways, before I leave, right, I live in a town, small town, 1,300 people, smaller than my high school, right? I moved here because I like the feel of a small town. People around here have chickens. Excuse my squeaky chair. And they'll have egg stands where they put all of their eggs in a little shack at the edge of their property. They put a jar there. You know what's crazy? Some people will even have a change jar so that if you've only got like a 10 and their carton of eggs is 5, you can take a 5. That's how trusting people are here. Now I'm going to trust you guys. Subscribe, please. I'll greatly appreciate it. Don't just steal my eggs. Just subscribe. Doesn't even cost $5. It's free. And I've got 20 something other videos you can watch, and I've only been doing this for a couple of weeks, so we'll get there. We'll get better. All right. Ta-ta. Peace out.